Judge Mark Constantino and Glenn Feldman both have it the same, 119-109. Kevin Morgan scores at 118-110. All three judges have it. Unanimous 4. Still undefeated, and he is Devin the Dream Haney.
What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy KB, back to get boxing is just due. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you give me my just due by subscribing to the channel, smashing that like button, and turning them notifications on so you can be notified when I drop more content. And today, we're going to talk about Devin Haney, man. A topic, or, something that I seen suggested on Twitter, aka X. Somebody posed a question and asked, is Devin the Dream Haney ADRIEN BRONER 2.0? And, it got me thinking, they definitely have some similarities for sure. I mean, you seen how heavily scrutinized Devin Haney, was, or how heavily criticized he was after beating Jose Ramirez back in May 2nd. And, everybody says he hasn't looked the same since 420 of last year when he went in the ring with Ryan Garcia, got dropped 3 times officially, and he lost a decision that later got overturned due to the Osterine. But in terms of if he's an ADRIEN BRONER 2.0, I mean, there's really some eerie similarities if you want to be honest. And what I mean by similarities is I think both of these guys truly were cheated, and it was overlooked to a degree. And I know some people like, well, how was AB cheated? That was fair and square. And Maidana, he just couldn't handle Maidana. And Maidana was too much for him, and, he just wasn't ready and things of that nature. But I just want to take y'all down memory lane real quick. And y'all remember that whole glove debacle with Floyd Mayweather. Let me play the clip for y'all.
Let's just do good business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do business 1,000 other times. I just want to do good business. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to the two fighters. And like I said before, we don't want to do... I respect you. All I want to do is just do good business. That's all I want to do.
Those were the other ones.
If a motherfucker can beat me, he got to earn it the hard way. No motherfucker don't need to be cutting no corners trying to cheat, because I ain't never tried to cheat to beat nobody. I ain't said that. And I'm not pointing no finger, but I know you're the trainer. So, as the CEO of my company, and as one of my close friends, if it's something that's not right, you're doing your job to address it. Because once again, this is Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah.
So, I want to treat him fair, though. I want to treat him fair because we are the A side. You know what I'm saying? We want to treat him fair, though. And I believe in everybody should be treated fair. But one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to put no slick bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what we're not going to do. And we're not going to put no bullshit on them.
Right, of course. We're just not fighting in them gloves. The gloves, I told them, have no padding in it. See? There's no padding.
I can tell you right now.
It's a regular Everlast.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. Fuck no.
Yeah, no, I told him.
I done fought. Look, you can feel my knuckle right here. I done fought 1,009. Ain't no fucking padding in the fucking glove. Look at, you can tell. Look at this. You can tell. This motherfucker already like broken in. Come on, man. This fucking gloves. Look at this shit.
They're not the same brand.
Listen, we don't care about the brand. The glove weighs the same, but it just has no padding.
See those?
Can we open it? Yeah, of course.
Who gloves are these? Where these come from?
That's for tonight's fight.
Those are from tonight's
fight.
They're the same
type,
just to compare them.
No, we're not gonna compare them because we're not fighting in them.
Ain't nothing in there.
Yeah.
It'll be different or the same? The same. Different color. No, there's no No, that's the regulation one.
But I'm saying, who these come from? Come over here. Come look at these.
Come on. Y'all gonna fight in the same damn blood. Ain't nobody fighting in nothing different.
Excuse me guys.
What you say?
Wait, just wait.
I worry more about hand injuries. So
put him in the same shit as me. He fighting the same shit as me.
Why don't you wear this ones too?
No, I'm not wearing them.
Let's
We're gonna be on an even playing field. You gonna put him in the same shit as me.
Well, you wear this ones.
No,
They should win the same one.
It don't work like
I ain't wearing anything else, but
But you gotta fight, Rob.
we've always. All my fighters wear them. You fought against Cotto with those.
Listen, you can tell me what he fought in. I tried on the gloves myself.
The man just said he said he make gloves.
He don't.
Yeah, we have
He
our
don't
We
make.
have our guys. We have the Everless guys too.
They're just different brands.
Yeah, it's different. They make them
The issue is the issue is
That motherfucker don't got no pads.
it's not the weight, it's the redistribution. There's no padding. There's no padding in the knuckles. There's no padding in the knuckles. That's all we saying.
We fight on those. Cotto, Ernie.
Listen.
Cotto fight on.
Here's what we're
Cotto fight on
gonna
those.
do. I need the fighter and his representative. Everybody else out, and the commission. So I need
Everybody else?
everybody out.
Out. Everybody out. Please, everybody else out. Get everybody out. Everybody out, please.
I tried on the
Please.
gloves.
Only, excuse me, sir, out, please.
Tiene que irse todo el mundo, por favor.
Please, everybody out.
Everybody else out.
Please.
We'll fix it. We'll get there.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're a wizard corner.
So y'all see in the video, man, that Floyd was adamant that it wasn't any padding in the gloves, and they went back and forth for a while. And there's another clip out there, excuse me y'all, pardon me for not being able to find the clip exactly where, you know, Robert Garcia said, you know, those were the same gloves we wore when we fought Broner. And you know, Adrien Broner took one of the worst beatings, you know, the worst beating of his career still to this day, back in what was that, 2013 or so, against Marcos Maidana, where he got dropped twice, and you know, his jaw really looked, you know, bad at the end of the fight, similar to how Devin Haney's jaw looked. Man, it was rumors that his jaw was broke after the Marcos Maidana fight, just how it was rumors about Devin Haney's jaw being broken. But I think people skipped over the fact that, you know, Floyd Mayweather didn't allow those gloves when he fought Maidana because he felt like it wasn't no padding in them. And for Robert Garcia to say those were the same gloves we used against Broner, I always felt that that was very telling, and it was worth 1,000 words, you know, and it kind of went over people's heads. So what I'm saying is, you know, yeah, it's similarities in terms of if Devin Haney is an Adrien Broner 2.0, but not for the reasons that people are saying. You know, people are suggesting that he's an Adrien Broner 2.0 because he's damaged goods, or, you know, he'll never be the same, and wasted talent, all those different things. But I don't believe that. You know, I believe AB, you know, took some crazy punishment in that fight. Even though he was getting touched up, he fought back, finished the fight on his feet. You know, he lost a unanimous decision, but nonetheless, he fought every step of the way. He never quit. But for Marcos Maidana's trainer at the time, Robert Garcia, to say, yo, those are the same gloves that we used against Broner, I thought that it was very telling, like I said, and the evidence showed on Broner's jaw, you know, his face, well, how swollen his jaw was. You get what I'm saying? And then you fast forward to Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, and look at the damage and the swelling that Devin Haney dealt with fighting Ryan, and just to find out that Ryan was cheating with ADRIEN. So it wasn't even a legit win, and it got taken back, overturned to a no contest, as we all know. But yeah, man, those are the similarities. I think Broner and Devin Haney were obviously cheated. You know, it was proven that Devin Haney was cheated with the PEDs with Ryan having the ADRIEN. But as far as Broner, for me, I always felt like the proof was in what Robert Garcia said when he was going back and forth with Floyd about the gloves, when he went on to say that, you know, these are the same gloves we used against Adrien Broner. And the fact that Floyd wasn't going for it because he felt like the padding was like redistributed throughout the glove, you know, which is considered foul play. And, you know, they were able to get away with that with Broner, who was a lot more, cocky, you know, some would say arrogant, and he just maybe didn't cross every T and dot every I, and maybe that skipped past him, but he never had that kind of swelling on his face. You never seen him take that type of punishment at the same token, but it just was very odd, very eerie, and the fact that Floyd Mayweather wasn't allowing those gloves. And I think he even paid Marcos Maidana a nice chunk of change to make sure that that fight continued, because they was ready to call it off over the gloves. And I always thought that was very, very funny. You know, I understand it's about comfort, but for y'all to just be fresh off of beating Broner the way you did, and you know, people suggesting that because of that damage and the gloves that you were trying to use and how you said they were similar or the same exact gloves, it just never sat well. So yes, Devin Haney and Adrien Broner definitely got some similarities. If he's Adrien Broner 2.0, it remains to be seen, but I think it'll all come out into the wash, man. Ryan got caught cheating for Osterine. You know, the Broner fight was years ago, like I said, 2013. So that's water under the bridge. But those dudes are very talented. You know, Broner was very accomplished early in his career, and much like Devin Haney. So, you know, I think Devin has a lot more to prove. Is he an Adrien Broner 2.0? Nah, but to the extent of getting cheated and taking the most punishment he's ever taken in a fight, yeah, there's some similarities there, but I think Devin is going to prove a lot of people wrong if he stays focused and locked in, and he continues to build off that win that he got this past May 2nd with Jose Ramirez. You know, he's got heavily scrutinized and criticized for his performance. You know, Bob Arum said he was running. You know, Oscar De La Hoya threatened a no rematch with Ryan Garcia because he was running. You got content creators and fans talking about implementing a no running rule. Is ridiculous and it's run rampant. But at the end of the day, I think Devin Haney got to believe in himself, and it's all mental for him moving forward, man. He looked into tremendous shape for the fight. He was chiseled up, looked like he belonged at 47. So with him, I think it's just mental and proving to himself that, you know, he can be the exact fighter that he once was, or even better. He got to believe in his offense, trust in the game plan, and his ability to get the job done. And I think when it's all said and done, he'll accomplish even more. You know, his story is not over. So I know people want to write him off, call him Adrien Broner 2.0, but I think he might have the last laugh when it's all said and done. You get what I'm saying? But that's my thoughts. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think, you know, Devin Haney is the Adrien Broner 2.0? Or do y'all think people are just exaggerating? And as always, let me know if I gave boxing its just due, because that's what I do over here, just do boxing. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.